Hello. Welcome to Verbling. Hi there. I'm teacher Oakley. For the next hour here on Verbling, we are going to practice our conversational English by partaking in a class of random questions. Not entirely random. Today I will kind of attempt to focus on hypothetical and opinion-based questions. So I'll be asking definitely random style hypothetical and opinion questions, and listening carefully for your comments, and I will give you feedback as to pronunciation, features, grammar, vocabulary, and or even talking a little bit today maybe about a little bit about presenting an opinion or presenting an answer to hypotheticals. We might talk a little bit about conditional sentences or signal words or discourse markers that we use to present an opinion. For example, okay, hello David, how are you doing today?
Hello, I'm doing well, thank you. And you?
I'm doing okay, thank you. Hanging in there, so to speak. Okay. We'll get started in just a second. I just want to invite others to join us. Plenty of room in the class. Come on in anytime during the class. Just jump on in and join the conversation. Okay. All right. We're going to start off with some crazy hypothetical questions. First of all, David. Okay. Strange question, but, well, it's hypothetical. If you could read everyone's mind, if you could read people's minds, say for 1 week, would you tell anyone that you could read people's minds, or would you keep it a secret?
I think I would keep it as a secret.
Okay.
But I think if this strange thing happened to me, I think I should think about moving houses and go to live alone in a mountain, because I think it would be crazy, this situation, because I wouldn't be able to speak with anyone or to stay with anyone or to do anything with anyone, because it would be very frustrating. For example, if I am talking to my wife and she's thinking in another totally different thing, or I am talking to my children and they are thinking blah 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 blah.
Okay.
Or I am talking to an employee and he or she is thinking, oh, look at this guy, my boss, he's stupid and I like to kill him.
Oh boy.
If I had the chance, I think I prefer to reject this superpower and become normal.
Okay. Okay. And right at the end there, very useful example of the second conditional. If I had the chance, using a past tense in the if clause, I would reject, using would to show the result clause, I would reject this superpower. All right. Okay, fair enough. It would be a little overwhelming, a little too much.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. I would personally, I wish there was a way that I could get close to like world leaders. I would love to find out, what is Obama really thinking? What is Xi really thinking? What is Merkel really thinking?
I think they are thinking the same as you and me. I think
Yeah. You think?
that all of us, we are people.
Yeah. Maybe. Okay. Well, excellent answer. Nice, with some good detail and very logical. All right. When you are answering a hypothetical question, there's elements of opinion. So nice start. I think I would blah blah blah. All right. No other real feedback to give you. No problems with your grammar or vocabulary or anything else. So I will go on and talk to others who have joined us and welcome them to the class. First, Honor, owner,
Yeah,
honor,
yeah. Honor is the right
honor.
pronunciation.
It is.
Honor.
Okay. It's a miracle. Okay, wonderful. Hi, I'm Oakley. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, where are you from?
I'm from Turkey.
From Turkey. Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, owner, I'm going to talk to you again in just a little bit after I say hello to your fellow classmates who have just joined us. I'll come right back to you.
Okay. Sure.
Just want to welcome Sam to the class. Hello, Sam. Welcome back.
Hello.
Hello again.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Nice to see you again. And also hello to Ken. Hi, Ken. Welcome back.
Hello.
Hi, hi.
Hi, hi.
Hi. Okay. We're first going to look at some random questions of a more hypothetical or imaginary nature. Okay. So, owner, back to you. All right. Crazy question. If you had, speaking of magic powers from our last question, if you had the power to turn into an animal at will, any animal, you could willfully turn into that animal and then back to a human, what animal would you like to be? Like a werewolf, but werewolf obviously a wolf. What animal would you like to have the power to turn into? And why?
Any birds. Any birds. It makes sense to me because they are free. They can reach anywhere in the world they want. If they can fly through the long distances, not local birds like penguins.
Okay.
Okay. Birds, yeah.
Okay. They can fly long distances, not fly too long distances. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So they could fly long distances. All right. And not, you wouldn't necessarily want to be a flightless bird, like a penguin.
Yeah. Yeah.
How about a chicken?
No. I don't want a mixture in a meal.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I don't want to be a mixture of a meal or a part of a meal. Probably.
Yeah, part of a meal. Yeah.
Part of a meal. That's right. Yeah. In that case, you would be a were chicken.
Yeah, absolutely.
Turn into a chicken on a full moon.
It's not so charismatic.
Yeah, not a very romantic notion. Okay, definitely not. Okay. All right, so more like a bird that could fly long distances. All right. How about a hummingbird? Do you know what a hummingbird is?
Yeah. No. I don't know. Hummingbird, right?
Hummingbird. Yeah, I'll write it.
I'm just checking on Google. Hummingbird.
Okay. I wrote it in the verbal chat.
A pet. Any pet.
Well, you're not really a pet, no. They're those little tiny, really small birds that They can fly backwards, and their heart beats at an enormous rate. They have an enormously high
Oh, I
metabolism.
know that. I know that. I saw that kind of bird in Virginia last year. Yeah, yeah, I know that. Very, very, very tiny, like a bee. It can
Very,
stay
very small.
stable when it flies.
That's right.
Okay, okay, okay. Uh, I don't think it can fly too much distance, but it can also be funny to be a hummingbird. Yeah.
Yeah,
I can take all nectar from flowers, whatever I want.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay.
It can be tasty to be a hummingbird.
Can be tasty.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. Those ones, the hummingbird you saw in Virginia was most likely, I'm guessing, a ruby-throated hummingbird. Green and then a red neck, red, maybe a little white. Was it green?
No, it was not white, but I am not sure it was green. I don't
Yeah,
know.
green. Yeah.
But it was not white. I was sure that.
Okay. I think they're green with a red patch on the throat. I think male or female is slightly different colors or something. I'm not sure. But anyway, just these are really amazing because they go all the way up into Canada, but they actually breed like in Mexico or Belize. To be more to the point, the Yucatan and Belize. So they travel a long way, thousands
I
of
don't
miles.
know that.
Yeah, they migrate. Other hummingbirds do not, or they migrate very short distances. But this particular species that's in the United States actually has a pretty hectic migration. Pretty amazing. Sometimes you run into them in the Caribbean, like sailing in the middle of the water. Suddenly there'll be a hummingbird there. What the heck? They're going across the Caribbean. But anyway, okay. We're getting off track here, but okay. Let me talk to some others in the class. Let me welcome Roberto. Hello, Roberto. How are you today?
Fine, thanks. Teacher. Fine.
All right. Good to see you again, as always. And David has just joined us. Hello, David. Oh,
No,
David.
no, no. I'm the same David. I'm joking with a
David,
bird image.
what's this? Oh my God. Okay, I didn't know what that was. I thought it was a different icon. What on earth is that? What is that? I don't even know what that is. What is that? Or is it imaginary?
Me neither. It's an imaginary
Oh, okay.
bird, I think.
All right, just checking. Okay, sorry, I got confused there. All right. Let me talk to Sam for a minute then, in that case. Sam, are you there?
Yes, yes, I am here.
All right.
Mhm.
If I was to give you $100 million, but
Mhm. Mhm.
with this specific caveat, do you know what a caveat is?
Caveat.
Yeah, a
No,
caveat.
sorry.
Oh well, okay. Let's learn a little vocabulary. A caveat is a
Mhm.
specific condition, and
Okay.
okay, it comes from Latin, and it refers to a very specific condition, and it can be used in terms of legal terms like contracts and such. Anyway, I'm going to give you $100 million with the caveat that you have to use it to start a charity organization. All right. Okay. You can pay your salary out of that $100 million, but what? You have to start a brand new, not donate the money to a charity, but start your own charitable organization. What charitable organization would you start and why?
Okay. I have $100 million, and I have to um, cheer to not the specific give me a specific point, but I I give money to the persons who I according to my what I want, right? This is a question.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
So I think that, yeah, I think that first of all, I if I'm doing this, so I think in that way that maybe after a while they will ask me about why I did this. So this is very main point, and I think that money is this kind of the money is not mine, but um, this for a this for person they need, and this is requirement of those persons. That's why I have to first think in that way. And if I give the money to people, first of all, I think that they are very needy, and for example, that some people's don't uh, show their where what are they, or maybe some people's they don't show. So my first responsibility, I have to find those people who really need this money, and because I think that the most important for me is a person they really they are not healthy, or maybe they are sick. So my
okay.
first priority to those people, and I think that that's we have a lot of health issues, and especially those they don't have money, and sometimes they're they need a lot of money for that, and sometimes maybe they need to go out abroad, for example cancer or a lot of disease, and patients they can't afford themselves. So my first priority of those peoples, and if they money, and I will give to them. And second priority my about about children's, and they really need, and they are homeless, and they don't have shelter. So my second priority to those, and the main my responsibility is that I have to find a persons they really need, not just show off in front of people. Sometimes people hide something that I don't have money, I need like that. So I think this is the main thing I have to find
Okay.
real, a
Okay.
true, a real person.
Okay. All right. All right. Sam, let me give you a little feedback. First of all, this is a hypothetical question. So
Okay.
we have to talk about the subjunctive mood. Have you ever heard of the subjunctive mood?
Yes, I have.
Okay. We
Mm-hmm.
use the subjunctive mood to talk
Mm-hmm.
about unreal.
Situation.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. One tendency is to almost like reported speech. You tend to use past tenses. You do some
Mm-hmm.
backshift. What's called backshift. You make it more in the past than it
Okay.
is.
Mm-hmm.
That's called
Right.
backshift, when you make
Mm-hmm.
things more. So, for example, when you start off and you said, "If I am doing this," all
Mm-hmm.
right. Well, okay, it's possible to use present continuous tense, but that makes it, you're starting to form a real conditional, first
Okay.
conditional, real conditional. All
Mm-hmm.
right. And
Mm-hmm.
this is definitely hypothetical. I am not giving you $100 million. It was certainly
Okay.
hypothetical. Uh,
Uh-huh.
definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So things like, if I was doing this, or you said one other small, you said this is a very main point. Okay, this is a very important point, or this is the main point. But even there, the verb to be,
Mm-hmm.
it's hypothetical. So this would be the main point. Okay. would if it was going to happen. All right. Okay. Another small mistake that you repeated a couple of times is be very careful about using people. You said some people's, plural, and you said those people's, plural. Okay. Now, usually most normal situations, person singular, people plural. It's that simple. It is possible to use the word peoples, but you have to reference it specifically. Like I don't know, the peoples of North Africa, for example. But I have to make that very, very clear that I'm talking about the group of people from one, usually one geographical area. But one kind of geographical area, possibly social group, whatever. Okay, it is possible to use peoples in that way, but you were talking about people, all people in general, and then that is impossible.
Okay.
Okay, you can't use it that way. All right, and one last thing that you seem very, very concerned about, so I want to share with you another vocabulary word. Do you know what it means to vet somebody?
Vet somebody.
To vet someone. Vet as a verb.
Can we say that this weight or this weight?
Not with a W, but with a V. Vet.
Okay.
V.
Vet. Sorry.
It's okay.
No.
Okay, so yes, I felt like if you knew this word, you would use it because you explained all around it, but you never said the word. All right. To vet someone is to check up on them, research them, look at their history, investigate them, to check for anything and everything that may concern you about them. So you can be sure if you're going to join the CIA in America, you're going to be highly vetted. They're going to check everything about you, your family, your education, where you grew up, who your friends were, your Facebook account, everything you've ever written on the internet. You're going to be vetted thoroughly. All right.
Okay.
So that's So you're concerned about vetting possible recipients of your aid money. All right. Do you have a name for your aid organization?
Aid organization here? Yes, here in my country.
Yeah. No, for the one you're making up. That's our imaginary aid.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Imaginary. Yes. Yes. I think NGOs.
Okay. Do you have a name for it? No.
Yes, I don't know the specific name, but a lot of NGOs they are working for. Yeah.
NGOs. That's what we're talking about. Right.
Yeah.
Creating an NGO. Okay. All right. I'm gonna move on. Let me quickly say hello. Welcome to Vincenzo. Hi, Vincenzo. Welcome to the class.
So, teacher, can I ask you one question before going to another? Yeah. For example, that these all situation I told you at. So, what should I use for these? Just about the, for example, I should do this, or I would.
Would.
How I say that? Would. Okay.
You would use would. Another specific attribute of subjunctive, speaking in the subjunctive mood. This is a strange one. Is that whenever you use the verb to be, all right, you actually conjugate the verb to be as were. Okay, as in, if I were to set up an NGO, Not I
Mm-hmm.
was. Obviously, I was would be normal. I was a
Okay.
small child, whatever. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, conjugate the verb to be used were, and also you're talking about things that you would hypothetically do
Mm-hmm.
as normal. You make them past tense. You would never use a future tense like will or going to.
Mm-hmm.
You would say I
Okay.
would.
Okay.
You would do this or you would do
Right.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I wish I would.
that's basically it.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks. Thanks.
Okay, you're welcome. So subjunctive mood. I wish I were wealthy. Okay, that's how I have to say it. I'm not wealthy, so it's imaginary. So instead of saying I wish I was wealthy, I wish I were wealthy. All right, that's an example of the verb to be. Okay, let me and you're welcome. And let me talk to Ken for a moment. Ken, hypothetical question.
Mm-hmm.
If you could be a modern day Robin Hood,
Mm-hmm.
if you could rob from the rich and give to the poor,
Mm-hmm.
and you could 100% certainly get away with it, you know you could get away with it, would you do it? Why or why not?
No, I wouldn't do that. I would I would try change the system of the society legally, or yeah,
Okay.
pressure on the position or important influential people to change the system. That's such an unfair system.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. To put political pressure on.
Yeah, put political pressure on. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Understandable. Is it ethically wrong to steal from thieves?
It's case by case, I think.
Case by case.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
and but it's kind of risky because if it is illegal, it's the person can give the excuse to be arrested, or even, and it's kind of ethical term is uh, a lot different interpretation can be used for such kind of thing. So I can say that it's a gray zone. If the politically and socially malfunctioned place, it can be very helpful sometimes. But usually, if our society functions a little bit, how can I say, very manage it, such kind of thing, maybe different approach might be good.
Okay. All right. I'm a little unclear. You said you could give the excuse to be arrested.
Yeah.
Do you mean give the excuse when you were arrested?
I give
Or
an
if?
excuse to the authority or such unfair people to claim me or criticize me, or.
Okay, so you mean when you're arrested, or
Yeah.
if you were arrested,
Yeah.
you could use it as an excuse.
Hmm.
Well, all right, okay. All right, so give the excuse. When you were arrested or when you were arrested, again, subjunctive mood using the past tense, or if you were arrested. I see. Okay. Well, yeah, I don't know, but in United States, even somebody is clearly a thief, maybe whatever, they run a syndicate or mafia or they're drug dealers or whatever. If I steal from them, I still go to jail. Doesn't matter. It's no less illegal to steal from a thief than it is to steal from a church. It's the same thing in the eyes of the law. Um, right. Well, there you go, David. Good point.
So if you steal something, you admit stealing is good.
Sorry?
Yeah, whatever reason, if you steal something, that means you're almost saying like stealing is good.
Oh, right. Yeah, I guess that would be
You're doing the same thing.
the implication. Yeah, as David comments here, then you if you steal from a thief and then somebody steals from you, well, That could be never ending. Okay. And in fact, it is. That's reality. Okay. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, that was interesting. Okay. Uh, okay. Roberto, I have a crazy hypothetical question for you. Roberto? All right. Have you ever seen, do you know what the WWE is? Have you ever heard of the WWE?
Mm,
Any idea?
no, it's association with animals. No.
No, that's
Okay.
close, but that's WWO, maybe? Okay.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, no. WWE, SmackDown. Okay, the professional wrestling from America with the different characters. Basically, they're like caricatures. Okay. Yeah. Have you ever watched that? The professional wrestling?
No, I don't know what is.
Oh, you don't? Really?
No, I don't know what is.
Wow. Okay. Really? Okay. All right. Maybe I'll have to get another question for you because you won't even know what I'm talking about. All right. Yeah. Owner, that's right. Like Hulk Hogan and right, the
Yes, yes.
Undertaker.
Okay. Yes. Wrestling.
Yeah, wrestling. That's right.
Yes.
Okay, so you do know. Okay, great. Then we have characters like Hulk Hogan and Rowdy Roddy Piper and all right, the Undertaker. Okay, if you were a professional wrestler, what would be your name and what would be your hook? Okay, if you know what do you know what I mean? Your hook.
No.
Okay. Well, okay. One wrestler, his hook is that he seems crazy, and the Undertaker is very scary and dark and mysterious, and Hulk Hogan was very Hollywood glamour. Okay, that was his kind of his hook, his professional persona. That was his calling card, so to speak. Roberto, what would you be? What would be your name? Or what would you be? What would you do to make yourself unique among the wrestlers?
I think I don't have enough imagination, but I seen this type of strangle of programs when I was little. I remember, and I remember I see the Undertaker, of course Hulk Hogan, but I don't know now nowadays what are the main characters about this sport or profession. If I were one of them, I don't know. Maybe someone associated with mental power, maybe.
Okay, that's good. All right.
I don't know. I
Okay.
can do things with my mind. I
Awesome.
can yes.
Okay.
I can know the the week of the uh, of the other mm, opponent.
Opponents of
Yes,
your
opponent.
my
Yes,
opponent.
yes.
Right. Very
And
good.
I think I could win with this power, maybe.
Awesome. Okay. Sure. Okay. The amazing Roberto. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. What's in the oh okay. I was trying to think of the in the what are they called? The X-Men. Who's the guy who has the like mental powers? Oh, there's a couple of them actually. Anyway, all right. Magneto.
Magneto.
Magneto. He has a medal, and then the professor. You could be the professor. Okay. All right, Roberto. Okay. I see. When I was a child, should of course be past tense. I saw wrestling programs when I was a child, and okay.
Just teacher, but one thing, teacher, one thing is when I was child, I believe they beat and why they don't blood. you know
they don't bleed.
They don't blood. They don't bleed. Okay, they don't never bleed. I don't know. I can't understand. And I thought I know. Okay, more than after I know it's not. It's only a trick. It's all a trick. No, it's not. It's not true. The thing is, but when I was a child, I thought that there was real.
Actually, let me share it with you. Actually, I had a couple friends who did. There's different levels. The ones you see on TV are very obviously high level. But they have, in America at least, they have different levels of professional wrestling. I had a couple friends who did the level where they literally, I think they made $50 for one match. And so they did this. Now, here's the thing. Yes, it's all set up. It's prearranged who's going to win. And yes, it's a performance, really, not a sport. And yes, it's decided, okay, I'm going to jump on the ropes and I'll jump onto you. They actually negotiate and work out. They choreograph. They choreograph. Right? You choreograph a martial arts fight for a movie. You choreograph a dance. They choreograph their fight. However, all of that is very true. But one part that is also very true, in which you're saying, how come they never get hurt? They do get hurt. One of these guys, actually both of these guys were guys I worked with personally, and they would have their fights on Sundays, and they would come to work Monday like bandages, limping. Oh, it would take them until Wednesday or Thursday to recover. They would be literally beat up. Yeah. So, although all of this, it's all set up and it's all performance, they do get hurt. They do hurt each other. They hurt each other bad. And I know that from personal experience. I was just, every Monday was like, let's see what Ken looks like today. Can't wait to see. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You'd be all beat up. Okay. All right. You don't know. You said characters about the sport. Roberto, it should be characters in the sport. Players in the sport. Okay. Just like saying workers in the company. I know many workers in the company. Okay. Bye, Sam. See you again soon, I hope. Okay, and also one more thing, Roberto. Weak is an adjective, so you could know their weaknesses. That's the noun. So everybody has a weakness. So you could use your mental powers to figure out their weaknesses. Yeah. Okay. But okay, one follow-up question, Roberto. As you know, if you remember from when you were a kid, basically these wrestling stars are either like good guys or bad guys, usually. So would you be a good guy or a bad guy?
I think with my character about mental power, I think I am a bad guy. I think
Okay, great.
it would be a bad guy. I think because it's something strange. It's something dark. I think.
Right? There you go. Okay. That's something dark. Very good. All right. Plus, I think it would be more fun to be a bad guy, actually. I think. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. I'm going to take it back to David here. Uh, okay, David. We're going to change our focus just a little bit. And we're going to, maybe still a little hypothetical, but okay, more opinion, still kind of hypothetical, but more opinion-based questions.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to give you the beauty pageant question. Do you think there will ever be world peace? Why or why not?
No, I don't think so. I think this hypothetical question uh, is impossible to see, because I think we always are looking uh, to the others, not to us. Uh, my car is, for example, I can have a good car, but
Okay.
it depends on the car you have. If I have tomorrow, I can buy a Ferrari, and I can be very happy with my Ferrari. But if my neighbor uh, buys a better car, uh, probably I would think, oh my God, now I'm not the guy with the best car of my city, and I'd like to buy a better car, and you can extend this example to everything. I think if you are if you like a woman and you marry her and you think, oh, this is the most beautiful woman in the world, and uh, your neighbor, that I think his goal is to ruin your life, is going to marry to another woman that who is even more beautiful than yours, and I think again you will be unhappy. And I think these examples are kind of stupid examples, but we can use it to imagine that people, countries, uh, everyone always is looking uh, to other money, to others' money, things, stuff. I don't know how to explain. And countries, I think, governments always want to increase their power, and you cannot have the global power uh, with without war or with peace. And I'd like to think that it could be possible, but really I think it's impossible. Uh, and
Okay.
you and I think you can see it in children, because one of the most popular games when you are a child is to fight, to fight, and, and to hurt others, to break things, and this is not compatible with
Peace.
peace. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm worried about your neighbors, David. First of all, you should move. Your neighbors are jerks. Okay. Uh, okay. Um, all right. To be honest, I was a little confused with your organization at first.
Me
If you're
too.
gonna,
Me too.
okay, all right. If you're gonna present a big, in-depth example like that, yeah, you should kind of announce it or signal that. Okay, I we do that by saying, well, I would like to tell you a story if you're going to tell a story, or I would like to explain that by giving a very specific example. I would like to
Okay.
explain introduce it somehow, because you started talking about your neighbors. I'm like, what? Where's he going? I get it. In the end, you all brought it back. Okay, when you bring it back, or when you use an example like that, and then you want to broaden it to talk about countries, you talk about your neighbor, you want to really, okay, you extrapolate that idea.
Extrapolate. Okay.
Yeah. You extrapolate that idea to countries or to humanity at large. You extrapolate or expand an idea. All right.
Okay.
Sure. Okay. I kind of get your idea. Yeah. I get hung up on that question, will there ever be world peace? I get hung up on the whole ever. Ever's a long time.
Yes.
I think there's another 3 billion years left of the Earth's existence. That's a long time. So, anyway. Okay. Interesting answer. So, basically, your answer is due to human envy.
Yes.
It's impossible. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's a sad thought. All right. Let me move on and talk to Owner for a minute. Owner, tell me, in your opinion, what is the ideal age to get married, and why?
It depends on the region and your economical situation.
Okay.
If you have enough money, to spend, you can marry as earlier as possible. Also, you will not marry because you can do anything you want. But if you if you marry it, it's not possible to even you do whatever you want, even if you have money. So this is the spectrum maybe. It's between the 25 and 35. It
Okay.
depends on the region and demographic situation you have.
Okay. Democratic or economic?
Yeah.
Economic.
Yeah, economical situation we have.
Yeah. Not democratic. It isn't really.
No.
Okay.
Demographic is
demographic. Okay.
Demographic. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's fine. That makes sense. All right. I understand. Okay. Right. Okay. Be careful using the comparative. You said as earlier as possible, just as early as possible. You don't need to use a comparative, an ER adjective, when you're using this structure, this simile structure, as adjective, as something else. In fact, it's impossible to use a comparative in that structure. As early as possible, that's it. You got it.
Okay.
Right. And, okay. It's not possible you do whatever you want. It's not possible to do whatever you want if you're already married. You know, Owner, I have to ask. I wasn't going to ask, but I have to ask. Are you married?
Yeah.
You are. Okay. All right. Okay.
This is when I married, 33 years old.
All right.
33 years old. Actually, we have build a new baby, 30 days old. If we had married earlier, that would be better. I know that now
Okay.
because when you getting older, it's very hard to interest with any baby, any child. Not interest. To carry on, to carry
Take
out.
care of. How about take
Take
care
care of.
of?
Take care of. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Um, okay. Right. All right. You have a brand new baby, 30 days old. I thought I heard you say we built a brand new baby. That would not be right.
Not built. We have a brandly new baby. I said
Okay.
brandly new.
Brand
Ma-
new baby. That's
Brand
fine.
new. Yeah. My pronunciation is not well.
Oh, okay. We have a brand new baby. My pronunciation is not good. Be careful. Well, it refers to a verb. It's an adverb, and good is an adjective. All right.
Okay.
So you can do something well, referring to how you do it refers to the verb. But if you're talking about or describing a noun, like you're speaking, your speech, then you have to say good. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
All right. But I both agree and disagree with your assumption when you get older that it's more difficult to take care of them. Physically, yeah, because you don't have the energy that you had when you were younger. So, yeah, I would agree. But in my opinion, I'm
Mentally,
glad.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad I waited till I was older because I was very selfish when I was younger and I had no patience. It took me years to learn patience, and children demand patience. Lots of patience. Yeah, right. So I'm kind of thankful I waited.
Getting older is a advantage
Yeah.
related with mentally.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
In my case, again, that's my opinion because in my case, other people are not so selfish as me, or impatient as I was. I have learned patience over time, whether I wanted to or not.
All of us are learning to.
Yeah, it's true. Good point. Okay, let me talk to Ken for a moment here. Okay, Ken.
Mhm.
All right. Well, this is a very general question. Okay, why are some people in the world at large very cruel and unkind? Why are people so pointlessly cruel?
Maybe it's part of their character, or some people being cruel because of lack of love, or kind of environmental and personal traits issue, I guess. Or if the animal is aggressive, they are cruel. So human is also the animal, but human's brain is bigger than animal. So we can somewhat control such kind of intuition by using big brain. But in some situation, or maybe lack of love, abusing, or social unfair, or selfishness, maybe, and or lack of control situation, maybe such intuition appears in the human mind. So these made human cruel.
Okay. All right. Pretty well put. I think at one point you said that because we have bigger brains, we can control that intuition. I think maybe you meant emotion.
Yeah, emotion or such kind of thing, animal can is doing, is doing maybe how can I say such kind of thing, not so clear. Yeah.
Instinctive,
Yes,
maybe.
totally, yes, yes.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Animals act instinctively. Do you ever act instinctively?
Sure, sure. For example, keeping rhythm with the music, it's not it's a feeling. It's not. If I
That's
think
interesting.
about how to keep the rhythm precisely, I cannot keep the rhythm. I just, release the body or
Oh,
even to the beat. You know.
okay. That's very interesting. I've never thought about that right there. When I think about reacting instinctively, I think about if somebody walks behind you and smacks you in the head,
Uh-huh.
you
Yeah.
might fight or flight. You may run away,
Right.
scream, or you may turn and fight. That's kind of the fight or flight
Mm-hmm.
syndrome. Right, might be described as instinctive.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting about music. I need to think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Is it instinct? That almost suggests that mathematics is instinctive, which is
Maybe such instinctive
interesting.
thing human brain develop in human ways,
Hmm.
probably. Yeah.
Okay. It's
Because
an
mm,
interesting concept.
yeah, probably because usually animal don't dance. I'm not sure. The ape can dance? I don't know.
I don't know. I've seen dancing bears on TV. I'm not sure. Okay, that's funny. Well, it's interesting. Maybe mathematics is instinctive. I have seen read about experiments where they take a very small infant,
Hmm.
just a few weeks old, and they hide something behind a screen, and then they secretly remove it, and then they move the screen, and the baby's like shocked because the item is
Mm,
missing, which means they can count to one at least.
right.
Yeah. Um, okay. Anyway, that's very interesting. All right, we got just a couple minutes, so we get 2 rounds in here. Let me talk to Roberto again. Give you one more kind of question. Roberto, why is it so hard for some people, not everybody, why is it so hard for some people to apologize or say they're sorry?
Oof. I think it's a question of proud. I think
Okay.
yes, but I think sometimes it's necessary to apologize because it's a way to solve problems. Okay. On the other hand, I think there are many people who apologize too many times. It's not
Okay.
necessary. Oh, okay, sorry, 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 sorry. Okay, I went to the street and sorry for that. So it's not necessary. It's okay. It's a question of education. I think it's right, but more times is very polite. I think it's okay. Okay, it's better you people say sorry than don't say. Maybe I don't know. Depends of the situation.
Right. Okay. Yeah, we can actually use the word over polite. It's over. It's too much. We use this over or sometimes overly. He's overly shy. He's overly angry. He's over polite. He's over. Okay. Well, okay. A question of pride. Again, you got to be careful mixing up adjectives with nouns or verbs or
Mm.
whatever. So it's a question of pride. You're looking for pride, the noun. Proud, he's a proud man. That's an adjective.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it's a question of pride, and then yeah, okay, absolutely, you're right. Some people are very insecure. Is the word. People who are insecure tend to, well, do one or the other. Maybe they over apologize, or maybe they never apologize because they're insecure, I suppose. Yes, swallow your pride. Swallow your pride. When you apologize, this is the idea that you have to just do it, even though it's very uncomfortable. Right, the idea of swallow your pride in English. Okay, very good, Roberto, and very good, everyone. We are out of time. In fact, we're a little bit over time, so I'm going to have to